Hi, it's Dr. Clauselle back again to talk about Heartbreak Part 2. And of course, this content was inspired by Taylor Swift's recently released 5 playlists that correspond with the stages of grief and heartbreak. A client told me about this, and I thought it was absolutely genius. So supposedly it has to do with an ex-boyfriend, a relationship that she was in for like 6 or 7 years. And she talks about the stages of the love, the pain, betrayal, and unfortunately, eventually the breakup. I listened to a few of the songs and found I resonated with the emotions Taylor sings about and love that she organized her songs in the stages of heartbreak or grief. My favorite songs were Babe, Cornelia Street, White Horse, If This Was a Movie, and We Were Happy. I really think there is beauty in detaching from our own personal heartbreak and recognizing that this is part of the human experience that most of us go through and eventually rise above. I mean, look at Taylor now. There's no better comeback story. But there is something powerful about knowing you're not alone, especially in experiences of heartbreak where you can feel so alone and so isolated and just in a dark space. So we're going to get into it. But first, go ahead and hit that like button, please and thank you, and subscribe to this channel. So let's talk about it. The first stage is denial. And this stage can be quite challenging as it involves denying the reality of the situation and blocking out any feelings associated with it. It's important to remember that it's a natural part of the grieving process and you shouldn't block out your feelings. Like the more you block them, the longer it's going to take you to get through this stage. So let your feelings flow. Go ahead and accept that it doesn't feel great. Right? The next 2 and 3 are anger and bargaining. And these stages kind of speak for themselves. Again, it's a natural part of the human experience and moving through this journey. So I always tell people take time, reflect, develop healthy coping mechanisms, and remember to seek out help from your support system, your friends, your family, and maybe even a professional. But remember, you will push through this. Stage 4 is the depression stage, and this one can be incredibly challenging. It can feel very dark and lonely, and it's important to remember to give yourself time to heal and seek support, again, from loved ones or a therapist. During this time, remember, it's okay to not be okay. Don't rush yourself. A lot of times when we're feeling negative things, we want to rush ourselves through it, hoping to get to the other side. But actually, that just prolongs it. It's important to feel the feelings. And again, it's okay to not be okay. The last and final stage is the stage of acceptance, and this is when you begin to find meaning in your loss. It doesn't necessarily that you accept or agree with what has happened, but you're able to acknowledge your feelings around it and be open to healing and learning the lessons in it. Remember, this is all a part of the process, and finding meaning in loss is important to help you grow stronger. So again, remember, you can always seek the support of your loved ones, and you should, as this is part of a journey, a human experience. And it's important to remember that the grieving or heartbreak process looks different for everyone, and the way people go through the journey is different. So some people might take longer, some people might hang out in a certain stage longer than others. It's important to just take it day by day and not rush yourself. And it's important to realize that people don't go step by step, stage by stage. That's not how it works. You can actually stay in a certain stage for a long period of time, or even feel like you've completed that stage and then circle back and be in that stage again. It's just the way that the process works. It's kind of like I tell my clients, you're just have to ride the wave of heartbreak and grief. There actually is no magic pill that helps one get over heartbreak. We just have to feel the emotions and go through it. So I hope part 2 is helpful. And again, this was all inspired by a client who is a Swiftie, who told me about the 5 playlists that Taylor Swift released, where she organized all of her songs around the 5 stages of grief that I guess correspond with a 5-6 year relationship that she got out of and experienced heartbreak like we all do. So I hope this was helpful. Again, lean on support. And if you want to book a psychotherapy session with me, the link is below. Thanks, guys. Until next time. Bye.